Hello, welcome back to the channel. So, in this video, we are going to talk about expense management software. So, we'll read an article about what is expense management software on zoho.com to understand about it. So, let's read out the article without wasting much more time. So, let's go. What is expense management software? Most small businesses, startups, and mid market companies resort to spreadsheets, paper, forms, and other makeshift manual methods for expense reporting. Initially, this can be a good system for companies with a low headcount or for companies that don't deal with many transactions yet. But as a business scales in terms of employees, locations, or customers, it has to deal with a lot of changes in its process. When that happens, continuing to rely on rudimentary ways of reporting and reimbursing expenses generates more problems than it solves. There are hidden costs and challenges in handling receipts, filling out forms, submitting reports, and then having those reports verified manually by the finance team. Still, you cannot avoid expense reporting altogether, since you are legally obliged to reimburse your employees for the business expenses that you've paid out for their of their own pockets. You can make life easier for your employees, approvers, and accountants by switching to expense management software. By using software for expense reporting, firms can automate tasks, reduce errors and fraudulent expenses, and accelerate the reimbursement process. It's almost a must have tool for dealing with the abrupt push toward remote work created by the pandemic, which has forced a lot of firms to fundamentally alter their expense reporting process. Before we dive into the details of cloud based expense management software, let's take a look at the concept of expense management and why it is important. What is expense management? The process of reporting, submitting, approving, reimbursing, and auditing employee-initiated business expenses is called expense management. From time to time, the employees of any organization incur expenses in order to keep the business running, ranging from travel and entertainment expenses to office supplies. To be reimbursed for these expenses, the employees must report them, including details and receipts, and get the reports approved by their line managers and finance teams. Simply put, expense management controls how employees pay for business expenses and track their spending. Why is expense management important? With efficient expense management in place, firms can stay compliant with tax rules, control costs, maintain accurate financial records, improve employee morale, and enhance their overall financial growth and productivity. Expense management process. Expense management is a multi-step process that involves employees recording and submitting expense claims, line or department managers verifying and validating expense reports, approving or rejecting expense reports, finance teams auditing expense reports for compliance, scheduling payment and reimbursing employees, maintaining records of expenses and receipts for external audits. Drawbacks of managing expenses manually. With an effective expense management process in place, firms can easily track employee spend, ensure compliance with expense policies, and undertake prompt corrective action in case of violations. With traditional expense reporting, which relies heavily on manual data entry and validation, the process be- becomes far more time consuming and labor intensive. What is expense management software? Expense management software is a type of application that simplifies the receipt to reimbursement process by automating much of it. With this software, firms can manage travel, bookings, automate expense report submission, streamline approvals, accelerate reimbursements, and track expense claims in real time. It automates every aspect of T&E management to eliminate the risk associated with the manual uh, expense management. So that was the article about what is expense management software. I hope now you guys understood about it. So yeah, that was the today's video about expense management software. So I hope so. Uh, you understood everything that I've read on this article. So let's end this video here. We will meet in the next video. Till that, bye bye. See you. Allah Hafiz.